Hey, this is Nick.
Hey, this is Adrian.
And for our senior project, we decided to fully restore a 1981 Yamaha 250cc. These are some of the parts we had to buy to refurbish the bike.
We had to first wash the bike and take off the seat as well as the gas tank.
The silencer, as people know as a muffler, had to come off because it was rusted.
The carburetor is in almost all combustible engines, and it's important for mixing gas and air for the right ratio to
And jab your hand, and I don't want you hurting yourself. Sharp. So
We had to replace both sprockets, front and rear.
chain is coming off the transmission. It's driving the sprocket in ratio. So there's an awfully lot of torque on this. So every time you give it fuel in a gear, that chain is pulling on this. And so you want to make sure these stay tight.
See here we have the two sprockets, the old one 15 tooth and the new one 15 tooth. You can see closely, you can see that this one's not worn at all and this one is. That's why we're replacing it. Now to put this on, these little grooves, this is the lock plate.
We actually had to change the brake shoes.
We cleaned up the rear wheel and put it on.
Okay. There we go. Now, this is the tensioner we're going to get it on. You see it's convex like that, so it fits over this round eccentric as you're adjusting. Okay, now before we do anything else, let's tighten this back up in the number 2 position.
The chain needed to be replaced as it had 33 years of wear and tear.
Driver sprocket going over the nylon wear bar. And that's also a spring tensioner, serves as both. And then back to the rear sprocket. Now, what we're going to do is do the first adjustment on the tightness on this rear chain. Okay, on your side, we're going to come back to this later because you want to have weight on the bike. You know, see, we're setting up on this stand, so now this is not the proper way to adjust. You need to have some weight on the bike. I'll show you how to do that a little later. Sight down and make sure that the chain is running straight between the two pulleys, that the two gears are aligned properly, which they are. Now I'm just going to rotate this a moment. You can caster it. That's a very good job of putting both sprockets on, the rear wheel on, and the brakes.
After we installed the brake, we actually had to adjust it.
Now, while I'm doing this, we're going to make the first adjustment of the brake. So let's push, this is the brake lever right here. Okay, you can see, notice over here. Notice that when this is your brake, and notice when I push down, look at all the travel. See, that's probably from right here to there, that's probably 3 inches. That's too much. It should be about an inch like that. You should have full braking capacity. So, let me show you where the adjustment is. Get about a number 10 metric. That's a great back brake. Okay. Got quite a bit done.
The cotter pin is a locking mechanism for the rear axle. Drilling out the bolt stuck in the head. We would like to thank the Martins for their tremendous generosity. This project would have not been possible without their help.